Hey there. So this will be a short update just to kind of give relatively breaking news on my situation, quite literally. As you can see, I am now in a they call it an immobilization cast, I guess. It's a boot. Basically, my last video I kind of implied that I had been having some new pain kind of going to the inner part of my big toe. It was getting to be sharp and kind of burning. It's definitely different than what I was used to having throughout my recovery, or even before, from having the fibula, the outside sesamoid removed. So somewhere along the way I managed to fracture the other sesamoid, which frankly I think is about as bad as it gets when you're dealing with sesamoid injuries, because right now, I mean, my fibular sesamoid was removed in the recovery period, even though I don't remember doing anything. I didn't drop anything on my foot. I bumped it a few times, but nothing crazy. It basically fractured into kind of like 2/3 and 1/3. So yesterday I found this out and went back to the podiatrist, and I told him about the pain, and he did an x-ray. We saw the fracture, and he literally sat there dumbfounded for quite a while. Said in 30 years he'd never seen anything like it. Told me to go back to my primary care physician for a bone scan, bone density test, I guess, which I'm doing today. So in the panic or whatever from this, actually was able to line up a visit with an orthopedic surgeon yesterday, same day, who got me in, took a look. Basically, now the podiatrist had given me this boot. The orthopedic surgeon basically kind of confirmed, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a crack in that new sesamoid. Couldn't say exactly why. He suspects probably a vascular necrosis as a cause of all of this. That leads me to wonder why the podiatrist was willing to, or did, the removal of my other sesamoid. I truly feel like if I had not had that surgery done, I'd be in much better shape. This sesamoid wouldn't be broken. So I'm going to find out about the bone density. I'm not really prone to breaks, never have been, but excuse me, had to yawn. But clearly something's up. I don't know if it was some kind of botched procedure. It didn't seem like it, but I don't know. I looked back over the MRI results that I posted up earlier in one of my videos, and interestingly, there is a report of marrow edema in both sesamoids. So that was up, at the beginning. So that makes me wonder, so I guess it's a real vague thing. It can just mean like there's fluid, basically. So I don't know. I don't know what that means in terms of should I have had the surgery. It's not really relevant at this point because it kind of is what it is. But it's devastating for sure. I've got 6 weeks in this boot. It hurts, for sure. Hurts. The boot doesn't hurt, but the boot actually helps. But it throws off your gait and everything, and there's still some pressure on the forefoot, so I don't think it's ideal. So yeah, I was hoping to maybe put up some of my medical record results here. I'll probably do that when I got to get my hands on them again. They're back at the orthopedic surgeon's office. But oh my goodness, Need more coffee. So that's where I stand. It's very disheartening, depressing. I'm really struggling mentally right now with this news because my wife and I we're at the point where we are going to start trying to have a family, and the idea, I mean, I not being able to walk in that context is very frightening, let alone just the house, keeping care of the house. I'm such an active person. I'm not exercise wise, but just around the house doing little things, cleaning, like mowing, weeding the garden. So it's really a bummer. It's really been a tough year. I'm not sure I would recommend this fibular sesamoid removal. I can't say for certain that it is even related, but it sure seems odd. I guess maybe if you do it, have your bone density checked first. Make sure that the other one is really in good shape. I don't know how you do that. I would trust the doctors would do that, honestly. But in my case, something obviously went wrong. So I hate to, 4.5 months in, I hate to post this video after I've really tried to stay positive of like one of the horror stories that you hear about. But it's important that other people be able to hear these kind of things. So that's why I make these videos. It's been quite a roller coaster ride. Unfortunately, the tracks just fell apart on me. So I'll do some more updates. I would like to kind of track this out, my progress with this boot over the next 6 weeks. It sure seems like a long time, but time goes slower when you're kind of miserable. But it's been 4.5 months since my sesamoid removal, and that's kind of hard to believe. So we'll see what we get. Thanks for watching, and good luck to you.